You're watching Hat Hole Home Video.
Uses VHS tapes that fit right in your VCR.
Wrong kind of man.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
There are 4 lights!
Hey everybody, welcome to Hat Hole Home Video. It's obviously a very special episode because I'm filming this VHS pickups video on VHS. That's right. I busted out one of my old VHS camcorders. Now, I will be honest with you. This was not the camera that I was supposed to be using today. I was supposed to be using this Sharp Slim Cam, which I picked up day before yesterday. Boom, look at that. Look at how sweet that looks on the shoulder. Picked this up at a garage sale for $4. Came with the case. Came with the charger, battery, all that good stuff. Well, if you were watching the last live stream, you'll know we hooked it up. We took it for a spin around the block, and guess what? She's got some problems. You know, I mean, I've taken a spin around the block with with a problem or two in my time, but unfortunately, somewhere inside the lenses got not even fogged up, but like filmed up. It would be a great camera if you were filming a POV scene of someone who got drunk and then got roofied or something. It's all hazy and foggy. It just doesn't work. So, but I was so excited about the idea of filming tonight's episode on a VHS tape. I had to bust another camcorder out, and then it had its own problems. Got it all set up. It's a more of a prosumer level camera than the Slim Cam. But I go to record, I hit the record button, and the record button breaks off and falls down into the machinery of the camcorder. So this camcorder just got its guts all opened up, and I had to do a little frontier medicine on the record button to get it working again. But as you can see, I did get it working again. So today is a very fun, special episode. I don't know. My intention here was like maybe I'll start recording all of my VHS pickups videos on VHS. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm not going to lie. For one thing, the microphone situation is not to my liking. I'm using the on-camera microphone because right now, as far as I can tell, I don't have a microphone that is compatible with old technology. It's one of those things you don't think about it, but my lavalier mic, a couple of my other mics that I've tried, they're all for using on modern cameras, and they're just not talking to each other yet. So I'd have to get that solved. There's also a million cords running all over. I'm surrounded by cords. I feel like it's I feel very claustrophobic, but it also feels like you're just asking for trouble with this many cables all ensnarled and ensnared and all around me. The biggest one you don't think about, but when you're using a nice modern camera, you have something that's called, a view screen. Is that what they call it? But you can be filming yourself and be looking at the camera because it flips around. It's really nice. Old camcorders don't have that. They just have the little eyepiece that you're looking into, like a microscope, like I'm discovering penicillin. So I had to hook up, and I don't even know if there's enough cable to actually show it to you, but I had to hook up this guy, this little portable guy, to have sitting at my feet here. Oh my god. So that I can kind of see what's going on in the camera. Also, I had to run an RF cable to the splitter to go to all these TVs. Yeah, you can see the third one. So there's cables, light, cables to lights, cables to the camera, cable. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare, but it's fun. We're having a good time. So today we're doing VHS pickups. Oh, by the way, if you're a fan of VHS, if you're a fan of the good old days of the video store, if you're just a fan of being cool and helping a bro out, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment on the video. All those things really help the channel. Thank you very, very much to the patrons. We'll obviously throw a little thank you screen at the end to all of them. Name them by names. We name names here. We name names. Thank you guys so much. What was I saying? Got completely derailed. Okay, let's get into... I don't remember if I was saying anything else besides thank you. We're going to move on. First of all, here's a tape that you've seen on the channel before. You saw it in one of my thrifting videos, but that day I didn't pick it up. I showed it to you in the thrifting video. I was looking through tapes, and I said, like, oh, this is a cool cover, but I didn't pick it up. A bunch of you said, you should have picked up that movie. So I went back, and I picked it up. It's called Drive. And I just, I love the kind of the lameness of the photoshopped cover. But it's from Apex Entertainment, which everybody knows Apex makes fantastically bad straight-to-video action movies. But it also has Brittany Murphy in it. But yeah, a bunch of you said, go grab this movie. You should have grabbed this movie. So I went back. It was still there. So don't worry. It has been added to the collection. Also, he's the greatest. He's amazing. Whenever you're in danger, he'll be there. Is that how the song goes? Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse. Remember? I watched a ton. Well, I should say this. When I was a little kid, we didn't have cable, nothing like that. We were poor. We were, happy but poor. Very Dickensian, if you will. But my grandparents had cable, so when I was a little kid, I would be over there, and if we were over at the grandparents' house, Nickelodeon was going to get turned on the TV, and I was watching Nickelodeon all day. And because I was soaking in as much Nickelodeon as I could, because it's the only time I got it, And Danger Mouse was one of the cartoons that I would watch, and I adored. It was this and Count Duckula. Can't remember what else. Like, you can't do that on television. That was a glorious early time for Nickelodeon. But I always really loved Danger Mouse. It was obviously kind of old, even at that time. It was a British cartoon, sort of James Bondy, sort of Avengers, like the old, mod 60s Avengers, but a cartoon version of it. I really like this little. I wish I wish I could line up the eye lines a little bit better, but I do kind of like this little portable TV as like my viewfinder. But it's going to make every screenshot look weird because I'm holding the tape up and then I'm looking down here. It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. But yeah, that was super exciting to find, and it's the Thorn EMI video, which I think in America, I guess, I don't know. You guys might have to educate me, because I know that HBO, because like Return of the Living Dead is in this EMI, same EMI case, and it has the same logo on it, but it's called like HBO EMI. So I don't know if this is like the British arm of HBO or something to that effect. There's always, here's the thing, I love this stuff, but I'm not smart, and I'm not deeply educated, so half the time I'm excited for you guys to educate me when I show off things that I like, but I don't know nothing. Next up we have Halloween 5. This was a Halloween that I really loved, like back in the day. I remember catching it on TV a few times, maybe once. I don't remember. I have like a very specific memory of being over at a friend's house who had cable, and we were watching this, and I just, like, at that time, you know, I was what year did this come out? 89? So yeah, I mean, I was like 9 years old. It really ruled when I was a 9-year-old. It does not hold up. I'm not a huge Halloween fan. The first one's a classic. Everything after that, I can kind of take or leave. And I think this is when, you know, quality started to... These movies started to get weird and quality started to dip. But I have a lot of really fond memories of this era of Halloween, you know, when I was a kid growing up. So there you go. I was very excited to find this, and I, you know, however you feel about the movie, it's a great cover. That is a fantastic... That's probably my favorite Halloween cover. It's great. And lastly, we have a couple movies that it's really not the titles that's exciting. It's the fact that I've tried to make a little bit more of an effort to start accumulating X-Rental tapes in their video store clamshells. So they're not going to have cover art. They're going to be, you know, branded from the video stores that they came from, such as this Hollywood videotape. So this is what I'm talking about. No covers. This is what, you know, someone brought home. And that probably means, too, I was thinking about it. By the way, this is Ever After, a copy of Ever After. That's a Drew Barrymore movie, right? I'm pretending like I don't know exactly what Ever After is. So it's a 5-day rental. My suspicions are, and I would need to look this up, but my suspicions are, most of these kinds of cases that are floating around nowadays, it's probably, I think you can safely assume that a lot of these were tapes that ended up not being returned to the video store. I think when you see video stores selling off their used tapes, most of the time they put them back into their old sleeve or a cut box. So I could be wrong. Once again, people that know more than me, please educate me. Ooh. Did you hear that weird, that like, something came up like from the depths? But tell me if that's probably the case, because I would assume, just knowing what I know from video stores, from having grown up next to one and having, you know, lived basically most of my teenage life in a video store, in and out of a video store, I would assume this copy of Ever After just never got returned. I would assume that this was not sold by Hollywood Video like this as a used copy. I would assume this was rented, and then this person just never brought it back. So I'm kind of thinking about it that way. Excites me more about tracking down these kinds of cases. And then we have another one, and this one excites me even more because it is a video update case, which those of you who know me know Video Update was my... I don't think it's going to focus, unfortunately, this close. That's too bad. But most of you who know that Video Update is my... probably the chain that's nearest and dearest to my heart. My best friend's wedding, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm very excited when I find Video Update cases in general. And I'm going to start making more of an effort when I'm watching eBay. I'm going to start trying to pick up more of these kinds of cases, I think. Not lots, but especially for Video Update. Like, I'd like to represent all of the chains for sure. I'd like to get, you know, a few movies from every chain. But Video Update's the one that I think I'm really, you know, I'm going to go after. I'm not going to pay stupid prices, but I'm definitely going to pursue them a little bit more. And if you were wondering, it's not going to focus, unfortunately, with this kind of camera. Although it does have a macro focus, but I'd have to actually get up and physically turn it. but this is from Coppell, Texas. So this is, I don't know if I have a Texas video update tape in the collection before this, so this might be another, that's another thing. I should probably find out, was video update in, how many states was it in? Was it in all 50 states? Was it in the lower 48? I can't imagine there was a Hawaii video update, but maybe there was. I could more imagine there being an Alaska video update. That seems like Juneau, Alaska. I feel like you could find a video update. But could I get a tape from every state? That would be super cool. That would be awesome. So yeah, nothing super exciting, nothing super wild, but some fun tapes that, they're tapes that get me excited about the collecting side of it. And it's the collecting, again, if you watch the channel, you know that I'm not really all about collecting for value, like monetary value. I'm about collecting for memories and for nostalgia. So these are all things that, they're kind of, I think, collectors, like serious monetary collectors, would kind of look at these tapes and go like, what's this junk? But to me, it's like, it's some of the more exciting stuff. To me, it's like, I love it. I just love it. So there you go, everybody. A fun, weird shot on VHS pickups episode. It was a lot of fun, a lot of work to get this weird setup done. Now I have to go capture it. It's not just like putting in an SD card and dragging a file over. Now I gotta go capture this footage onto the computer, and we shall see how complicated it is to edit. I don't know what that part is going to be like, but we will find out. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out and checking out the channel, and always for those, let's calm down. For those of you who maybe this is your first video, thank you for stopping by. For those of you who have been here, thank you so much for being here and always being here. Once again, if a subscribe, if a comment, if a like, however you would choose to support the channel, become a patron, that's cool. But if you just want to watch the videos and like the videos and lurk, I'm cool with that too. Because that's what I do, honestly. I lurk on a lot of channels. I rarely comment on people's videos, so I get it. That's all I'm saying, I get it. But if you want to interact with the channel to support it, that's cool too. That's all I'm saying. Alright, until next time, you know that whether you are a dirty dog sleeping in the sun or an alley rat eating up the night, you always are welcome here at Hat Hole Home Video. Bye-bye.